All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Kind of chucking between all the SBR content. We are going to be doing a showcase, of course, on one of the new easy areas or one of the new easy aid units from the new Universe 6 easy area, which originally we actually didn't think was actually gonna come. And then of course it came in this new celebration right now. So well done, Dokkan. Well done, Dokkan. You managed to hide all your content, and then everyone thought that there was no going to be hardly any content in this celebration, but nice one. But yeah, we're going to be doing a showcase, of course, on the free-to-play Easy Aid fully rainbowed Super Saiyan 2 Kale, who off the bat already, she's already really good, and I mean a really good support for Universe Survival Saga. I mean, just take a look at this. Just look at this. After you get past the attack and defense plus 120, it's just all support, apart from like the part with Caulifla. You know, the attack and defense plus 120, forming a super attack. So again, slot 2, slot 3 unit ideal. More so slot 3 if she's a support. Universe Survival Saga category allies key plus 2, attack and defense plus 30%. Get extra defense when Caulifla's attacking in the same turn. No, on the team. All allies key plus 1, attack and defense. All allies key plus 1 and attack and defense, and chance forming a critical hit plus 16% if the ally is attacking in the same turn. So yeah, you do kind of want Caulifla attacking in the same turn as well. So yeah, a very good support unit. So we've got a Universe Survival Saga team. Of course, we've got the LR Kale and Caulifla as well, to kind of have the Caulifla unit to go with her. We've got the EZA AJL one from like a year, maybe 2 years ago. Can't exactly remember. And then of course, when we do the showcase with the Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, we'll have her on rotation with this one as well, because it's just ideal. Or maybe we'll have it on rotation with the other Kale, because this one supports at all times. So maybe we won't do that, or maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. And then of course we've got the EZA UI Goku, which of course supports Universe Survival Saga category allies. So as always, guys, do me a huge favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. All the support is very much appreciated. Let's hop into a Dokkan of it and see what this INTSSJ2 free-to-play Caulifla, sorry, not Caulifla, Kale can do. Okay, she's not on rotation just yet. I've also taken the Strength Kefla as a friend instead, because it was just taking so long to find SSBK Gokus. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. She's still getting the same boost, just on a different category. But of course, that gives me some time to run through the remainder of what she can do. She's actually a full power subcategory lead, giving Ki plus 3 HP and attack and defense plus 77%. I mean, if you're missing a full power category lead, I mean, I guess you have a free-to-play option for that. You're probably not going to use it for the lead, but I mean, it's something. And then she's also an int type lead, giving Ki plus 3 HP and attack and defense plus 50%, which you're definitely not going to be using her for. On super attack, she does raise attack for 1 turn, which there's no... Because when I do these, I look at all the details on the wiki so I can see it clearly, and I don't have to keep, like, you know, tapping on their details doing stuff like this. There's no, like... Usually that's, like, highlighted in blue to, like, show there's, like, a... Not a link, but, you know, like... I mean, you hover over it. Usually it tells you how much it raises the attack by, but it doesn't actually say. Okay. But she does raise attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and lowers defense. So very nice that she boosts her own attack, and also lowers the enemy defense as well. But we've actually got her with full level 10 links. How many links is... Okay, we're literally missing... The one link we were missing was the level 10 link from... Or the solid support link. Not level 10 link. The solid support link, which 17 is actually giving her. So we are getting the additional, of course, defense plus 70% because we're on rotation with Caulifla, or Caulifla is on the team. We're also getting the... we are also getting all allies key plus 1 and attack and defense and chance to perform a crit plus 16% if Caulifla is attacking in the same turn as well, which is actually quite nice. So we're starting on 95k attacks, that 120k defense. Of course, that is that big 70% defense coming into play right now. But so far, I mean, as I said, she's just a very good support unit. So when we're super attacking, I said she's going to be ideal as more so a slot 3 unit floating. But a slot 2 unit she can manage, because she does get the attack and defense plus 120% when performing a super attack. So you do want her, of course, to be supering first. 1.9 million attacks. That, do you know what? That is respectable. That is very respectable indeed. That is very respectable. Literally borderline scraping a 2 million attack stat. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. As I said, outside a decent attack stat, it seems. As I said, she is a very good support unit. As I mentioned earlier on in the intro, Universe Survival Saga category allies, key +2 and attack and defense +30%. That's the same as the UI Goku that we've got on the team right now. Although I think, yeah, no, the key's the same. I think I'm overthinking that. I think the key is the same, key +2. Of course, the additional defense +70% when there's a Caulifla on the team, which of course we've seen takes up to 120. And then, yeah, all allies key +1, attack and defense, and a chance to perform a crit +16% if the ally is attacking in the same turn, which is very nice. That means, if you do have Caulifla attacking in the same turn, which you probably are if you're going to be running these type of units, it's the same with the EZA ones that we have. You know, this one, and then the other Kale, which I don't think the other Kale has anything to do with having a Caulifla unit on the team. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But yeah, you know, not only are you giving them attack and defense +30% at all times, Universe Survival Saga category allies, but then if there is a Caulifla attacking in the same turn, which if you are running these two, I said you probably will be running them as a rotation. But you know, for argument's sake, if they are attacking in the same turn, or you do have this Kale in a floater spot, and then you're having Caulifla on main rotation, and every time she comes around, not only are you giving everyone on rotation Q +2 and attack and defense +30%, which is just nice in itself. And then of course you get the additional defense +70% on the Kale, which again is also very nice. Especially going to be taking them into harder events, which I think maybe should be able to manage if you run your items correctly. You know, if you do need an alternative. I mean, Universe Survival Saga ESBR, of course, did recently drop on global. But not only that, all your allies attacking in that turn are going to be getting key +1 and then an extra attacking defense and crit chance +16%. Which is not a whole bunch, but the extra attacking defense is nice. And then even the crit chance. You know? So it's very nice. She's a very nice support unit. She's a very nice support unit indeed. With respectable damage. I've said this for the last probably few months when we've been using the free-to-play units. I cannot knock Dokkan for their free-to-play units and how good they are for probably the last year to 2 years. And the majority of them have received upon release in a celebration, or, you know, very soon after, like 350 mil with the Vegeta and the Krillin, Zarbon and Dodoria. A lot of them have received EZAs almost immediately. And then some of them down the line have obviously taken a little bit longer, or a couple years later, like these lot with easy areas. But even some of them that don't have EZAs immediately, like for example the 17 and Hachan, who to be fair, I'm actually debating on bringing in my Androids run of the new ESBR stage to see how they do. Even some of them without, you know, Dokkan Awakenings, without EZAs, are still pretty good. Granted, they don't have EZAs, and then again, the ones with EZAs, they are very good. And this Kale doesn't shy away from that. I'm not gonna lie, she doesn't shy away from that. She's another one that's up there. Personally, she's probably not one of my favorites, but Dokkan just doesn't miss with their free-to-play units, especially with the free-to-play units getting EZAs. Like, they just don't. They're just pretty good. So, of course, we're getting attack and defense +30% from Goku right now. We've got an extra 106k attack stat. We're up to 107k defense. Which actually should be... Actually, maybe we don't have as much defense because we don't have the solid support link. No, that's not why. Oh, that's right. 17 was giving us extra defense. So, yeah. Okay. So the reason why we had 120k defense, my bad. The reason why we had 120k defense when we had all of our links off, when we had the rotation of course, Caulifla, Kale, and 17, was of course, 17 also gives us, what, 60% defense from his passive. So when we're on rotation with the Caulifla, which most of the time you probably will be if you're running these, you know, this one maybe not though, because again, she is a good support unit for Universe Survival Saga and just all allies in general. But that is if you have Caulifla attacking in the same turn. We're on 107k defense. But the extra defense from 17 took us up to 120k defense. So at least now we know. At least I didn't miss it. And then with the attack and defense plus 30% from Goku takes up to 100k. So without the support from Goku, and then of course going back without the defense plus 60% from the 17, you're 2.1 million with the support. That's nice. That's nice. That's pretty good. So without any support or extra defense, you're probably looking at around about 70k defense. I'm pretty sure. Or not, it's not 70k, sorry, 600, no, yeah, 70k defense. For some reason I was gonna correct myself and say 700k defense, which is definitely not the case. I think if she was getting that just by being on rotation with Caulifla, then you're talking probably one of the best free-to-play defensive units in the entire game. But yeah, she's good. She's good. I mean, even if you're not ideally running her or on rotation to be attacking in the same turn as Caulifla, she's still a fantastic support. And even then, if you're not actually running her on rotation, you have her in slot 3 supporting the entirety of a Universe Survival Saga team, and you say you are running Caulifla unit, or you do bring a Caulifla unit, or even if you bring LR Kale and Caulifla, because that does count. Any unit that involves the name Caulifla does kind of, I guess, activate or trigger the rest of their passive. So say, for example, you are doing any event, ESBR, SBR, something like that, and you do bring this Caulifla, and you have any form of Caulifla on the team. So say, for example, we have LR Kale and Caulifla, or maybe you have the INTSSJ2 EZA AJR one, who we had on this team, you know, looking for dodges and stuff. Or you have the Tekon as well, who's very good at dodging, who everyone using God event. Even if you have this Kale in slot 3 to be supporting the entire team, when she comes back around, of course, not only is she going to get 70% on defense from her, but then she's going to support the rest of the category, or the rest of the allies attacking in the same turn with an extra key +1, attack and defense, and crit chance plus 16%, which I think is really nice. As I said, it's not a whole lot, but that on top of the 30% she already gives for attack and defense for allies is quite nice. It is quite nice, and that also takes up to key +3. So even then, you don't actually have to run her on rotation to be getting the extra defense plus 70% and the extra support. As long as she's floating, supporting the rest of the team, and then every other turn, unless you're running, of course, 2 form of Caulifla units, she'll be getting off all the time. But then every other turn, you'll be getting extra attack and defense and crit chance, which I think is nice. She's a solid support unit with decent damage output. That raise attack for 1 turn on top of the attack and defense plus 120 is very nice when performing a super attack. So yeah, ideally slot 3 units, perfect for her. As I said, the damage output, as I said, for a very good support unit is very nice. Literally scraping 2 milli with the support, 2.1. Very good damage output. Her links are pretty good as well. Super Saiyan, you know, Battlefield Diva, of course, goes with, like, you know, does the LR Kale and Caulifla have Battlefield Diva? Yeah, you know, you've also got Caulifla as well, who, of course, helps with her passive, so there's that. Solid support, your Warriors Universe 6, prepared for battle, tournament power, and then there's Shattering the Limit. Some decent links, and then she goes on some pretty good categories. Universe Survival Saga, of course, being the main one she supports. There's also Peppy Gals, but I mean, if you do take on Peppy Gals, a lot of the units you can take can be Kale and Caulifla units. So, I mean, you can kind of actually still get part of her passive off, or majority of it, shall I say. Pure Saiyans, again, if you kind of go down the route of Kale and Caulifla units, you can kind of take advantage of her passive. She goes on full power, Universe 6, of course. Universe 6, again, there's a bunch of Kale and Caulifla units, there is that. And they also all belong on Universe Survival Saga. So again, you won't be really missing out on the passive, which is nice. Super Saiyan 2 Rapid Growth, another one with Kale and Caulifla units, and also Kefla units, and of course, majority Universe Survival Saga units. So again, you won't be missing out on the passive. She also goes on Miraculous Awakening and Bond of Friendship. So she goes on some pretty nice categories, and quite a few of them as well. And a majority of them, you can still, as I said, get the rest of her passive off supporting Universe Survival Saga category allies and run with Caulifla units, because you've got, what, Pure Saiyans, which you probably won't run them on, but it's an option. Universe Survival Saga, Peppy Gals, Universe 6, Super Saiyan 2, Rapid Growth, and Bond of Friendship all have Kale and Caulifla units, who are also Universe Survival Saga units. Which means you get the remainder of a passive off. So yeah, this is just, again, Dokkan doesn't seem to miss with the free-to-play units. They really don't. They really don't. So for the last year to 2 years, the free-to-play units with EZAs or even without EZAs have been very, very good. And that standard is still set. Now, I'm going to end this video here. I'll see you in the next one. And